Hello friends, today we are making mahamul, which is an Arabic sweet usually made just before Christmas, Eid or during holidays, and which is usually served with Arabic coffee and chocolate. So let's get into this video. So for this, first here I have taken 465 grams of semolina, which is also known as rava. To this I am going to add vegetable oil 51 ml. To this I am adding salted melted butter 122 ml. So later on we are not going to add any salt. I am going to combine this well. Once combined, I am going to cover and leave this overnight in room temperature. Now this is the next morning, and you can see the semolina has been swelled up and it looks much softer. So we are going to keep it aside. Now we are going to prepare the yeast mixture. For that I have taken 126 ml of lukewarm milk. To this I am going to add 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar, 1 teaspoon of instant dry yeast. We are going to combine this well and let this rest for 10 minutes so that the yeast ferments. So we are back to the semolina mixture. I am going to transfer this on a heavy bottom vessel so that it will be very easier for me to mix and combine the ingredients. So here I am adding all-purpose flour, that is maida, 224 grams. To this I am going to add whole milk powder 124 grams. Remember, do not use dairy whitener. To this I am going to add 157 grams of powdered sugar, half teaspoon of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of cardamom powder, also known as elaichi powder, half teaspoon of vanilla essence, and to this I am adding pure edible rose water 56 ml. To this I am adding the yeast mixture which was kept aside, and we are going to knead this very well. So once all the ingredients starts to combine, I am going to pour room temperature normal water. So I have just poured the water on the same bowl in which the yeast was fermenting. So that's why the color looks like this. So I have poured 69 ml of normal water, and we are going to allow this dough to rest for 1 hour. Meanwhile, we'll prepare the stuffing. So for the stuffing, here I have taken seedless dates. These are 500 grams of seedless dates. I am going to grind this into a big mixing jar. So you need to grind this without adding any water. So these dates, after removing the seeds, it should weigh 500 grams. So once it's grinded, we are going to transfer this date mixture on a plate. As you can see, the mixture is quite thick, and this is the perfect mixture for the stuffing. So you need a little thick kind of mixture. Now we are going to keep this on side. Here I have taken a small mixie jar. To this I have added unsalted pistachios 77 grams, I'm going to grind this into a fine powder. So now this looks perfect. I'm going to transfer this powder to our dates mixture. So you need to combine these ingredients well. So you can do one thing, like you can just keep dates filled cookies or just pistachio, or you can combine. So it's personally your choice. You can even experiment with by adding some powdered almonds, or you can add walnuts. It's all according to your choice. But my personal favorite filling is this, dates and pistachios. So I'm going to combine this well. So once combined, the dough will look like this, and to this we are going to add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now it should be flavorless vegetable oil, and you should not use clarified butter. If you want, you can use, but the reason why we are not using clarified butter is because your cookies will bloat up. So that's why we are using vegetable oil. Now our marmol stuffing is ready. So now first we are going to shape in our stuffing, so it will be much easier for us to make our marmol. So we are going to divide these into equal portions and make small bowls out of it. So these looks perfect. So you need to make very small bowls according to your marmol mold. So there are different types of marmol mold available in the market, as you can see online. So you will get in the form of wooden, plastic, any, and very different variety of choices. You will get different shapes of flowers and lot of different. So here I am using a simple prasad flower mold, which I am having a plastic mold. So this is also very easy, and your marmol will look very beautiful. So I am just going to cover this plastic flower mold with a plastic wrap. So when I'll make the marmol, it will be very easy for the marmol to come out of the mold. So now we'll start making our marmol. So I'm just taking a little bit of the dough, semolina dough, and I'm going to shape in it. So you don't need to grease your hand or anything. Automatically the dough will start leaving the clarified butter and everything, and your hand will automatically become very greasy, as you can see here. So you need to flatten the ball, and we will put the stuffing inside, the dates and the pistachio stuffing, and we are going to cover this. Once covered, I am going to shape it into a ball size, and then we are going to transfer this ball in a mold and then give the shape of marmol. So this looks perfect. I am going to put this inside our mold and give a gentle press so that it gets the shape of a flower. This is very delicious shortbread cookie. I personally love this cookie, and it's very delicious. You can have it with some coffee, just plain coffee, or even with green tea you can have it on side. It's super delicious. Usually we make it before Christmas, but a lot of people make it before Eid as well. So definitely try this recipe. So I'm going to repeat the same with all other marmols. So here, because my mold is small, I got at least 80 to 100 marmols. So it depends upon your mold. If your mold is very big, and you will take big roundels of these stuffing and the dough, so you will get like 40 to 45. But my mold is small, so I got 80 to 85. And if your mold is more smaller, you will get more portions of these cookies. So similarly, I am going to make all these marmols. I remember when my friends used to come from Saudi, they used to bring these marmols as gifts for me, and I used to love these shortbread cookies. These were super delicious, and I'm getting the exact taste from these cookies as well. So now I am going to transfer all the marmols to the baking tray directly, and we are going to preheat the oven for 200 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes, and then we are going to bake these marmols for 200 degrees Celsius for 12 to 15 minutes. And now our mahamul is perfectly baked. I'm allowing these to cool on a wire rack. You can even cool this on a flat surface or a plate or something like that. And a delicious mahamul is ready. Definitely try this recipe and give your feedback on the comment section below. I would love to hear your feedback. See how perfect these mahamuls are looking. You can experiment it with adding some walnuts, any dry fruits of your choice. But add dates, combine it with dates, and definitely try this recipe. I'm sure you'll love it. Thank you for watching.